is going to go to. Notice that it doesn't say Facebook.com. It says something else other than Facebook. So that's a clue. Clue number 2, that this is a phishing email. Now there's a couple buttons here, and my hunch is that if I hover over those, I'll get, yep, sure enough, this is not Facebook, and neither is this one. Okay, there's an unsubscribe button here. If I click on that, if I just hover over it, I mean, where does that go? That goes to someplace other than Facebook. So this is a phishing email. This is not legitimate. This is not real. Okay, so let's take a look at another one that might be a little difficult to determine whether or not it is real. This one says it's from Amazon.com, and it's telling me that I've canceled an order. Now, I didn't place an order from Amazon around this date, so I'm a little curious. So again, let's take a look at the sender, and this time it does say something about Amazon.com. Okay, maybe they just have made a mistake here. But let's take a look. There's a lot of links on this page. Let's take a look at this link. Nope, that is not Amazon.com. Okay, so that is a huge clue that this is a phishing email. So they want to get me excited and concerned that they've made a mistake on an order and get me to click things. All right, but I'm not going to do that, because I see here that, in fact, if I do click on that, it would take me not to Amazon.com, but to someplace I've never heard of, and I don't want to go there. Okay, and then down at the bottom here, let's take a look at this. Now it says http://www.amazon.com, but if I put my mouse and hover over that link, does it say Amazon? Nope, it does not. It says something else. If I click on that, it won't take me to Amazon.com. It'll take me someplace else I don't want to go. So this is another phishing email. Another clue on this particular one is that the writing isn't quite right. It says, like, for your reference, here's a summary of your order, and below, right next to it, just says you just canceled your order. Well, that's not really a summary of the order. It's just telling me again that the order has been canceled. And there might be a spelling mistake or two on this page as well. And those are also clues that this is phishing. So there you have it. There's a couple examples of identifying phishing emails with your email reader. In general, it's not a good idea to click links that are in email messages when they come from people you don't directly know, or on emails that are unsolicited, emails that you're not expecting to come in. For example, if you get an email that appears to come from your bank, and that email says that there's a problem with your account and you need to log into the website to correct the problem, and there's a link that will take you directly to the website, don't click on that link. Open a browser manually and go to that website directly. Log in and see what's happening. You should always be able to just go to the website directly. Most phishing attacks are sent to a wide audience. Hundreds of thousands or millions of email messages get sent, and they're all the same. There's a special form of a phishing attack, however, that is more directed at specific individuals or companies. These are called spear phishing attacks. If an attacker is interested in breaking into a particular company or other organization, they might send specially crafted emails only to email addresses inside that company. The emails look like they come from either sources internal to that organization or from a vendor that the organization does business with. The same recommendations apply to these. Check out the links if there are any, look for spelling errors and grammar errors, things like that. And to be safe, access any external websites or internal systems directly instead of clicking on links in an email. Another variation of phishing is what's known as a watering hole attack. This is where an attacker will hang out at internet forums or other external places that employees of the intended victims utilize. While there, they'll attempt to trick employees of the company into unsafe actions which can result in the installation of malware on their computers. So be cautious of anyone asking you to reveal sensitive information or to click on links in forum messages. Now here's a topic we all know about but don't want to think about: It's backups. Hopefully everyone knows that to protect your data, it should be backed up regularly. If something happens, like a ransomware attack, having recent backups available will allow you to simply restore from those backups without having to pay the ransom. We're not going to recommend any particular backup solution, but make sure that whatever you choose will let you restore from any particular point in time in the past. Also, be careful where your backups are stored. Some ransomware attacks will also encrypt a backup drive if it's physically attached to the computer 100% of the time. While not necessarily a security topic, it might also be a good time to think about how to archive very important files and documents, such as photographs, for future generations. Many cyber attacks leverage unpatched vulnerabilities in common operating systems and applications. Because of this, it's important to stay up to date with software updates. This includes not only the operating system, but also all the applications that you've installed on your computer. They may have updates as well. The recommendation here is to set your computer to install critical updates on a regular basis and to check applications for updates as well. This also means that if a vendor stops supporting a particular version of their operating system and no more software updates will be available, you should upgrade to a newer, supported operating system version as soon as possible. Do not continue to use unsupported operating systems. There have been many high-profile attacks of older, unsupported operating systems such as Microsoft Windows XP, and unfortunately, there are many computers out there that are still running them. And finally, I'd like to recommend that you install a client anti-malware security endpoint product like Fortinet's FortiClient. FortiClient is available for free at forticlient.com. The free version supports antivirus, VPN endpoint, and web filtering to keep you safe in real time. It gets continual, regular updates from FortiGuard Labs to keep you up to date with the latest threats that are out there. FortiClient is available for Windows 7 or higher, macOS 10.8 or higher, iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and Chromebook. The free version provides valuable security protection, but when FortiClient is used as part of a larger Fortinet Security Fabric environment, it becomes even more powerful. Again, FortiClient can be downloaded from forticlient.com and used for free. So now we've seen some ways to be safer on the internet. We've looked at email practices, a few tips on how to spot phishing emails, the importance of backups and keeping your computer systems up to date, and even put in a plug for FortiClient. This wasn't meant to be an exhaustive list of safety tips, but we hope you found some new things and reminded you of some things you may already know. Thanks for your time, and be safe out there.